That's the memo. Now for the top story tonight. We have masked a police presence because of what could happen during the next few minutes. They're standing outside the Fox News channel. Fox News commentators Michelle Malkin and Geraldo Rivera have very different views on illegal immigration. Last week, I asked Michelle if she turned in an illegal alien living across the street from her.
If I knew somebody was an illegal alien and I knew that their employer knew that they were illegal alien, yes, I think it's incumbent on citizens to do that.
Now, Geraldo responded by saying this.
If in her America, in Michelle's America, when you look, is that Hispanic guy illegal or is he? It reminds me so much of when they used to pull down the pants of Jews to see if they were circumcised or not. It is so pathetic.
All right, joining us now from Washington is Michelle Malkin, and here in the studio, Geraldo Rivera. Just remember, the police presence outside, and they have handcuffs. All right, Michelle, you're up first. What say you?
I think that what's pathetic is Geraldo's engaging in the worst kind of ignorant demagoguery of this issue. When we both spoke last week on your show, it was clear who was playing the emotion card and who was playing the race card. I never mentioned anybody's race or ethnicity. It was Geraldo who assumed that if I said that I would report somebody who was an illegal alien, that it would be a Hispanic illegal alien. I think that Geraldo suffers from open borders narcissism on this issue, and I think that that kind of rhetoric, likening the enforcement of immigration laws against illegal aliens to Gestapo tactics against innocent Jews, is ridiculous, and I don't think it has any place in the no-spin zone. It's Geraldo who's been going around on this channel for weeks and months now saying that proponents of immigration enforcement are engaging in fear-mongering and demagoguery and racist tactics when that's clearly projection. And I would like an answer on the specific use of invoking the Gestapo tactics and Nazi history. I would like an explanation from Geraldo about whether he truly believes that, because not only is he indicting millions of law-abiding and good-faith Americans like me who believe we should enforce our immigration laws, he's also indicting all of the good faith people at the Department of Homeland Security who enforce those laws. And well, let me just finish, because he referred to them as terrorizing undocumented workers, terrorizing them because they are enforcing the laws of this country that were meant to protect American citizens and protect our sovereignty.
All right, that was about 90 seconds, so you have 90 to reply.
I never said anything about the Gestapo. I think Michelle
but pulling down.
Well, you mentioned Jews.
People have been pulling down the pants of Jews since Hammurabi. The Spanish expulsion, the French expulsion, the British expulsion, the Arab countries expelling the Jews. It is not about Nazism. This is about population transfer. What Michelle wants, and you notice you haven't heard any commentators suggesting the kind of neighbor snitching out neighbor that Michelle has advocated now. No one advocates that kind of extremist position except the extremists on the issue. What she wants is not only the enforcement of the laws, she wants to turn every neighbor into a cop, every neighbor into a snitch, a rat, to point out whether Pablo over there is illegal or not. And she says, I'm projecting.
Hold it, Michelle, you got to let him finish.
She says, I'm projecting overwhelmingly. It is so disingenuous for her to suggest that we're talking about the Irish bartenders in Boston. This is about the huge Hispanic presence amongst the illegal aliens, and within that community, the huge Mexican presence. It is about the exceptionalism of the Mexican presence here. And what she is advocating is the population transfer of over 12 million people. We have 2 million people in American prisons. 6 times more than the prison population is the illegal population. What exactly would Michelle Malkin do to enforce this vision, this grim vision of hers, where one neighbor snitches out the other? This is worse than Big Brother. This is American against American. This is not solving the immigration problem.
Michelle, go ahead.
It's not American against American. It's Americans against people who are breaking the laws. And notice again that Geraldo said Pablo, when I never identified any ethnicity or any national origin of any illegal alien that I'm talking about. You asked me a question, Bill. If I knew somebody was an illegal alien, would I call immigration authorities and report it? Guess what? If the police who had stopped some of the 9/11 hijackers who were caught speeding before the September 11th attacks had bothered to ask what their immigration status is, there'd be 3,000 people still alive in your New York City. Geraldo, you are out of touch.
Oh, please.
You live in a pre-9/11 mentality, and you suffer.
Don't invoke 9/11. Don't
hold it, Geraldo.
Oh, please.
All right.
Please.
Now Geraldo replied. But look, she's a legitimate point because I've raised this with you, too, in our big shootout. If the local authorities, and they should be part of Homeland Security, were to be more vigilant on criminal illegal aliens, notice the word criminal, and track them harder, the Fort Dix thing would have been caught sooner, the deaths of the Virginia Beach thing, which we talked about, and all of these guys at 9/11 were stopped by the local police.
What we obscure here are the realities as put forth by President George W. Bush, whose position I endorse 100%, also endorsed by Senator Trent Lott. Those are the radicals whose policies that I endorse. You cannot talk about illegal aliens and crime without addressing the statistics. Illegal aliens commit crimes at the same or lower rate than the population generally. They commit the second offense, if they are not deported after the first offense, at a rate half as large as we have recidivist criminals among the citizen population. 2/3 of all illegals pay taxes, according to Tony Snow and George Bush, that withholding tax. 2/3 of illegals pay Social Security tax that they will never redeem. When we emotionalize this issue in this way, when you make it us against them, you fail to recognize that a nation at full employment has absorbed these people in a way that is masterful.
Right. Michelle, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to close it, and then we're going to bring Michelle and Geraldo back to give us their vision of what a fair immigration plan would be. All right, Michelle, go ahead.
There's only one radical here at the table, and it's Geraldo. He's an open borders radical who even refuses to say that he would support deporting criminal illegal aliens in this country. That's flabbergasting. And you can rattle off all the statistics you want, but the fact is that illegal immigration...
Go ahead, Michelle.
It's not just about illegal alien Mexicans in this country. We didn't set up immigration policy to allow every last willing worker from Mexico to come here. That's not what our immigration policy is about. That is not what this country is about. That's not why this country was founded.
All right. I think I did a pretty good job refereeing that, did I not? There was no violence. Now, we're going to bring them back, as I said. Geraldo's going to start, going to give us his immigration plan, and Michelle will give us hers, and you can decide which is better. And then, Angelina Jolie, why